Algorithmic bias refers to the systematic and unfair discrimination embedded in algorithms, often resulting from flawed data or design. These biases can have serious and wide-reaching consequences across various sectors, including justice, healthcare, employment, and social media. Here are some notable consequences. 1. Discrimination in hiring. Biased algorithms used in recruiting tools can perpetuate gender, racial, or age discrimination. For instance, if an algorithm is trained on historical hiring data where men were predominantly hired, it may continue to favor male applicants, disadvantaging women and minorities. In 2018, Amazon had to scrap an AI recruiting tool because it was biased against female candidates, preferring resumes that included predominantly male-associated terms. 2. Bias in criminal justice. Algorithms used in policing or court systems, such as risk assessment tools, can disproportionately target minority groups, leading to over-policing, harsher sentencing, or wrongful accusations. If an algorithm is trained on biased historical data where certain demographics were overrepresented in arrests, it could perpetuate this pattern. Compass, a criminal risk assessment tool used in the US, was found to have racial bias, as it disproportionately labeled black defendants as more likely to reoffend compared to white defendants, despite similar criminal histories. 3. Healthcare inequities. Bias in healthcare algorithms can lead to unequal access to treatment, misdiagnoses, or improper care. If a system is trained primarily on data from specific racial or socioeconomic groups, it may fail to recognize the unique medical needs of other populations, leading to worse health outcomes. A 2019 study found that an algorithm used by hospitals to prioritize patients for care was less likely to refer Black patients to specialized care compared to white patients, even when they had the same level of illness. 4. Bias in credit scoring and financial services. Algorithms used in loan approval, credit scoring, or insurance underwriting can result in unfair lending practices. If the data used reflects historical discrimination against certain racial or socioeconomic groups, these groups may be unfairly denied access to financial services. Algorithms used by some fintech companies have been shown to provide higher interest rates or deny loans to minority applicants, even when they have similar financial profiles to non-minorities. 5. Social media and content moderation bias. Social media platforms use algorithms to filter content, recommend posts, or moderate behavior, but these systems can reflect and amplify bias. This can lead to the suppression of minority voices, the spread of misinformation, or the promotion of polarizing content. Studies have shown that content moderation algorithms are more likely to flag or remove posts written in African American Vernacular English, AAVE, or posts from minority users, compared to posts from other groups. Similarly, algorithms can promote divisive content because it generates more engagement. 6. Bias in facial recognition technology. Facial recognition algorithms can misidentify people, especially those with darker skin tones, leading to privacy violations, wrongful arrests, or social exclusion. These biases arise because the algorithms are often trained on predominantly light-skinned faces, leading to higher error rates for people of color. A 2019 study by MIT found that facial recognition systems from major tech companies like IBM and Microsoft had significantly higher error rates when identifying darker-skinned individuals, especially women. 7. Economic disparities and unemployment. Algorithmic bias in automation and AI systems can disproportionately affect low-income workers, exacerbating economic inequality. Automated systems used in job allocation, wages, or gig work can unfairly reduce opportunities or pay for certain demographic groups. Algorithms used by ride-sharing companies or food delivery apps may assign fewer or lower-paying jobs to drivers based on their location or perceived socioeconomic status. 8. Political manipulation and misinformation. Algorithmic bias in online platforms can contribute to the spread of political misinformation or disinformation. Algorithms that prioritize engagement over accuracy can inadvertently amplify false or misleading content, creating echo chambers and polarizing societies. During elections, biased algorithms may amplify divisive or extremist content, disproportionately affecting certain political or demographic groups, as seen with the role of social media in the 2016 US presidential election. 9. Reinforcement of societal stereotypes. Algorithms that generate or recommend content based on user behavior or historical data can reinforce harmful stereotypes about gender, race, or other identities. This can perpetuate prejudice and limit opportunities for marginalized groups. A study on image search results showed that searches for professions like CEO or doctor returned more male images, while searches for nurse or teacher returned more female images, reinforcing traditional gender stereotypes. 10. Loss of trust in technology. The perception that algorithms are biased can lead to a general distrust of AI and automation technologies. This could slow down technological adoption in critical areas like healthcare, finance, or education, and increase skepticism toward scientific advancements. Growing public awareness of algorithmic bias has sparked debates about fairness and transparency in AI, with tech companies facing backlash for biased products or services. In an increasingly digital world, algorithms have the power to shape everything from the justice system to the job market, but they are not without flaws. As we continue to integrate AI and machine learning into our daily lives, it's essential to recognize that these systems are only as unbiased as the data and designs behind them. Addressing algorithmic bias is not just a technical challenge but a societal responsibility, one that requires transparency, fairness, and accountability. Only then can we ensure that technology is used to create a more equitable future for all.